Hi everyone, it's Dr. Kim. Today we are going to talk about vampire facial. So this is a term you may have heard on social media, and we're going to break it down for you today. What are the components of a vampire facial and what is it good for? So with the vampire facial, the first step is microneedling. And what microneedling is using our pen here, which has a cartridge of tiny needles that go into the end. We use the needles to induce collagen formation in your skin. So it punctures little tiny holes down through your skin to stimulate collagen production. Now I use medical microneedling. My pen is very adjustable, so the depth of the needle can be changed, which means we can go very superficial in some areas. We can go much deeper in other areas depending on how much wrinkles you have, acne scarring. So it's very adjustable, and I can really create a bespoke microneedling treatment for you. This is different than cosmetic microneedling that you will get from a non-medical practitioner. They cannot go very deep with their microneedles. They're not allowed to actually breach the epidermis, or the top layer of the skin, which means that the collagen induction is not as effective. Lots of people ask about derma rollers or micro-rolling, the little rollers that you can purchase for your home use. They are using a similar concept of trying to make a little injury in the skin and induce collagen. However, the ones that you use at home, of course, can't actually pierce very far down through your skin, so they're not very efficient at collagen induction. Secondly, they're rolling over your skin, so the needles are entering at about a 45-degree angle instead of a 90-degree angle with my pen. And that's really important because as you're rolling a 45-degree angle over your skin, it can actually tear the skin, whereas my pen is very precise at 90 degrees up and down, no tearing, very precise placement of those little micro injuries. And it's also important to remember, whenever you're using a product on your skin or a treatment on your skin, sterility is important. We do not want to get infection. Each of the tips on my instrument are disposable, single use only. If you're using a home derma roller, very hard for you to appropriately clean that, and you are risking ending up with skin infection if you're not extremely careful about how you're using those products. So they're less effective, they can cause tearing of the skin, and they can lead to infection. So that is the first step, microneedling. It can be used on its own, and often we just do microneedling with one of our bespoke custom serums. The custom serum can be mixed to address your particular skin issues, and by pairing it with the microneedling, we're allowing it to infuse into the deeper layer of the skin and become much more effective in its use. So that's microneedling with our custom serum. What is a vampire facial? So a vampire facial, again, is using our medical microneedling to create those precise micro injuries in the skin to promote collagen, but we pair it with our PRP, or platelet-rich plasma system. So we filmed a video before on how we use this for our hair, but just to review what PRP is. PRP is platelet-rich plasma. We take some of your blood, spin it down in our centrifuge into its different components, and then separate out the platelet-rich plasma. Platelet-rich plasma contains growth factors that help tissues regenerate. So we use it in hair to stimulate growth of the hair follicles, and we use it on the face to stimulate regeneration of the skin and the collagen. So it enhances the results of microneedling on its own. We can think of PRP, or platelet-rich plasma, as fertilizer for your garden. So if you have a slowly growing garden and you want to enhance how well your plants are growing, you add fertilizer on it. And so that is basically what you can think of as platelet-rich plasma. It's fertilizing your garden, it's waking up your plants, It's helping your hair grow. It's stimulating the collagen production and the cell turnover and enhancing your microneedling. So that is a true vampire facial where we do microneedling plus PRP fertilizer for your face, basically. The second type of vampire facial, we'll call it the bespoke modified vampire facial, is using mesenchymal derived stem cells. Mesenchymal derived stem cells can be found in human bone marrow, human fat, and umbilical cord tissue. Stem cells are essentially blank cells. They have not decided what they want to be. So wherever we put them, that's what they turn into, essentially. So when I do fat grafting to breasts, and yes, I can make your breasts bigger just with your own fat, we're using both the fat plus the mesenchymal derived stem cells in that fat to enhance your breast tissue. In this case, we want to use it to enhance your skin and pair with the microneedling. So we're not going to take your fat, we're not going to do a bone marrow biopsy, and obviously we don't have placental or umbilical tissue, but we do have our really smart scientists who can make us mesenchymal stem cells in their lab and send it to me in a bottle. So this solution has mesenchymal derived stem cells in it. So we can do a stem cell facial. So again, we're going to do microneedling with our medical microneedling device, and instead of the PRP, the fertilizer, we are going to use our mesenchymal derived stem cells. So if PRP is fertilizer for your face, this is like planting seeds and hiring a gardener to tend to those seeds. So that is our bespoke modified vampire facial. Our third option, we'll call it the ultra bespoke vampire facial. It is, as you would expect it to be, a combination of our PRP and our mesenchymal derived stem cells. So that means we're doing the microneedling to induce the collagen, we're adding the fertilizer, we're planting the seeds, and hiring the garden. So that is our ultimate vampire facial at bespoke, and that is for people who have a lot of skin laxity, older skin, a lot of irregularity in the skin, and that's our really enhanced vampire facial. So mesenchymal stem cells plus PRP. So we are tending to the garden with our fertilizer, our seeds, and our gardener with that one. So today what we're going to demonstrate is our mesenchymal stem cells with the microneedling. So we're going to get set up for that and show you how that treatment works. So we are all set up here with our microneedling pen. You can see that it has been wrapped in this one-time use only sterile wrapping on it, because as I mentioned before, sterility is very important. We do not want to get any infection. And this is our disposable tip of needles, one-time use only. Again, that's really important and a really important differentiation from anything you might use at home to prevent cross-contamination and infection. So I'll just turn it on and you can see the needles on the end. And it's coming out at 90 degrees, very carefully controlled. And as I mentioned, I can adjust how deep those needles are going to penetrate into your skin by adjusting my pen. Okay, so here we go. We are going to do step one, which is our microneedling of Madeline. How are you feeling?
Good.
What does that feel like?
Just tiny little poke.
So you can see her skin's just a little bit red. Now I'm going very light on Madeline because she has young skin, so we don't need to be super aggressive with her. And as I mentioned, I can change the depth of the needles. So in someone older with more laxity, discoloration, fine lines, pores, I would do a much more aggressive treatment. going a little bit deeper across the line that Madeline is starting to develop in her forehead. So because we're going deeper, you can see these tiny little spots coming up. So I can really adjust the treatment, different depths on the face, and different depths for different people as well. Okay, so we have microneedled our stem cells into Madeline's face. I've gone deeper in a couple of areas. She had a little scar here under her eye, which she did not like. So we've gone over that a few times and a little bit more aggressively with our microneedle to really help promote some collagen formation and smooth out that scar for her. So we are going to finish the procedure with another nice layer of our stem cells. She's not going to touch her face for the next few hours and let these beautiful stem cells soak in. Our stem cell facial has an aftercare kit that you take home with your stem cell containing skincare products to really enhance the benefit of your stem cell facial. And Madeline's going to take some pictures over the next few days and show us how she heals up at home. So that is the bespoke modified vampire facial. So remember, we can do microneedling on its own with one of our custom bespoke serums. We can do microneedling with our PRP, or platelet-rich plasma, which is like putting fertilizer on your garden. We can microneedle and use our mesenchymal-derived stem cells from the lab, which is like planting seeds and hiring a garden. And if we have a lot of skin aging, skin laxity, deep wrinkles, then we want to do our microneedle with the PRP and stem cells together. So those are our various options of the bespoke vampire facial. So after you have your stem cell facial, there is this aftercare kit that you go home with. It has a cleanser, an accelerator, and a serum that you're going to use to recover and really enhance your results of your stem cell facial. And you'll get the kit and all the instructions on how you take care of it afterwards. Thanks for joining us, everyone. I hope you learned something from our video here explaining the difference between derma rolling and microneedling and our different levels of vampire facial here at Bespoke Skin MD. So make sure you check out the rest of our videos as well as our website at www.bespokeskinmd.com. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and we'd love to have you come on in and have a complimentary consultation. I can let you know what the various options are for you to address your skin and help you achieve your skincare goals. Bye for now.